is Jeanette, and this is my social problems presentation on social media dysphoria. What is social media? Social media is online platforms where people create, share, watch, and interact with content created by influencers. Some of the world's biggest social media platforms include TikTok, Instagram, Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter. There are over 5.6 billion social media users worldwide. I myself am included. Why is social media a problem? Social media is a problem because it encourages constant comparison, exposes people to unrealistic beauty and life standards, and it ultimately creates pressure to look perfect not only online but in real life, which is nearly impossible. This constant state of feeling like you're not enough leads to increased anxiety, low self-esteem, depression, and of course, body dysmorphia. Social media through the eyes of sociology. Identity and self-image concept. Likes, comments, and followers become a measure of one's value. This shapes how people see themselves and how they present their identities online. 2. Inequality concept. Beauty standards and popularity politics often reinforce a negative gender, race, and sexuality hierarchy. So one person feels like they're better than the other because they have this, or vice versa. 3rd, social interaction shallowness concept. Online communications can replace real-life interactions, leading to isolation or shallow connections. Most people only know how to communicate through text or FaceTime or phone calls, but when they're in person, the conversation is very dull, or it's self-centered, or it lacks depth. Social media and the mind. Well, social media has a great effect on the mind, starting with 1, reduced attention span. Constant scrolling trains the brain to expect quick, fast content, making it hard to focus on real-life tasks like schoolwork or conversations that are necessary for stimulating the mind. 2, emotional dependence. Likes and comments drive short-term happiness, but the brain starts craving validation. This creates a toxic, unhealthy lifestyle of attention-seeking behavior on social media. And 3, distorted reality. Individuals begin to believe that everyone's life is better than their own, even though the content that they are watching is edited, it's dramatized, and it's inaccurate to everyday living. This can also be seen in some of the shows we watch, movies, pretty much anything that's posted on the internet. The negative effects of social media studies. Study number 1 by the University of Pennsylvania, posted in 2018. According to the article, No More FOMO, Limiting Social Media Decreases Loneliness and Depression, people who reduced their social media use to 30 minutes a day showed lower depression, anxiety, and loneliness. Heavy social media use made mental health worse. According to study number 2, University of Copenhagen, published in 2016, according to the article, the Facebook experiment, quitting Facebook leads to higher levels of well-being. Frequent social comparison on Facebook led to lower self-esteem, more envy, and worse moods. Taking a break from social media made people feel happier and less stressed than what they normally do when they're on social media. Social Media Studies Part 2. This is study number 3 by the Danish Nationwide Survey, published in 2024. Article, Social Media Addiction Predicts Compromised Mental Health as well as Perceived and Objective Social Isolation in Denmark. This study found that people who scored as addicted to social media had a much higher risk of depression, about 2.7 times higher, and loneliness about 4.4 times higher compared to non-addicted users. Heavy use was also linked to worse overall mental well-being and smaller social networks. Study number 4, Graduate Students in Social Comparison, published in 2023. According to the article, The Effect of Social Networking Site Use on Depression in Graduate Students, the mediating role of negative social comparison and moderating role of implicit personality theories. When graduate students use social networking sites heavily, it increases depressive symptoms, especially when they engage in negative social comparison. Once again, comparing each other, the way that who has a bigger house, who has better cars, clothes, things of that nature. Study number 6, Self-Esteem and Appearance, published in 2025. Article, Self-Esteem and Appearance Anxiety Among Chinese College Students, the Roles of Social Media Use in Upward Social Comparison, highlights the research that more frequent social media use and upward comparison to those you see as better than you was linked to lower self-esteem and high appearance-related anxiety. Once again, you get anxious when you feel like someone else is doing better than you, so you feel the need to overcompensate or do things that are not normal, parts of your daily routine. What is the solution and long-term recommendations? A great solution to combat the issue of social media dysphoria and its negative effects on mental health is to promote healthier social media habits by teaching digital wellness, encouraging breaks from apps, and reducing screen time significantly. This includes apps like TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, basically all the most popular social media sites. Schools, parents, and platforms can help by promoting positive content, limiting harmful and unrealistic content, and offering mental health resources. This will change this change will increase one's mental health and promote positive thinking and skills to the individuals who partake in this. The strengths and weaknesses of the solution. The solution of decreased social media exposure builds healthier habits and allows people to become more aware of how social media affects them. This can lower anxiety, reduce comparison, and improve overall mental health. The weakness of the solution is that the solution of decreased social media relies heavily on individual self control, which is difficult because social media is highly addictive, and those who use social media have a hard time stepping away from the platform for long periods of time. These are my references, and thank you for listening.